Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report. As the Potoku or Badore Canal is being expanded, we follow up to see the impact on the ongoing project on lowland communities often covered in flood whenever it rains in that part of Lagos. Stay tuned for details of these and more on this edition of the program. I am Yomi Otaigbe. For some time now, those living along Potoku or Badore Canal in Igondo, Ikotu, local council development area of Lagos State have suffered severe flooding whenever it rains. To address the situation, dredging and expansion of the waterways have begun.
Just as attention is given to road infrastructure, residents of Abaranje, Akeson and Abadore communities in Igondo, Ikotu local council development area want the same for Potoku Canal. Over the years, residents living on the lowland area have been disturbed by perennial flooding, further worsened by recurrent blockage of the canal. An eyewitness video shows an instance of flooding after a downpour in the later part of 2023. During one of our visits, a resident narrated his experience whenever flood shows up.
Thank you people for remembering us, because if you start to do this thing, people will be happy, because all this place, people are suffering. If you plant something, everything, water will kill everything. So make una help us do this canal. Now from that canal, now be the problem of this side. Water, if water fall now, you know go feel cross this crack. It will cover all this place. Water is covering everywhere. Even sometimes it go carry snake come. Only God they help us this side. Sometimes I go stay here now, they watch. You go see the water carry snake from this side and enter. Only God they help us this side. If I see this fence now, this fence is there here. Now water fall am. Now water make that fence fall. If you see that fence, now water fall that fence. So we beg you people, make una help us for this place. Even as we're entering this rainy season now, we know, I don't know what people go do this side. We are afraid. Even small rain now fall, everybody go run. So make una help us do this, can I do this thing?
When the rain comes, don't you think you should leave the place and come back later?
I'll leave the house for 5 days. I'll go our people. I'll go there, go and manage for road on that motor, then park motor there. I will stay there with my pikin tomorrow. If you go small, where I feel carry my clothes and go like this, I will enter, change the clothes. I will come and take money to shop. I will go Kotun, Orange at the sell for road for a Kotun bus stop. And when I come, you remain small, then go come and say, don't go. I feel enter the one way deal, make a come house. So now for there, now they stay for that front where they look for up. Now for there, if they park motor, somebody will get this street. If you park motor, I feel sleep for there with my pikin. My husband said, you go Kerube, go with your friend, go and sleep there. I no go come for 5 months, 5 days. When the water come, I no go come. Now for I go to find place where I go to sleep.
Several interventions on clearing the canal were short-lived as weed and solid waste continued to spread. Every rainfall heightened the fear of what would befall residents should the waterway overflow.
This is the real end of the Potoku Canal. This is Obadore Bridge. See the other side of Obadore Bridge. Actually, since we are dredging this canal, they stop at the other side, where this side is not dredging at all. This way to our rivers, at least since we are dredged this Potoku, I've never seen a day to dredge this our river side. So we appeal to government to see to it. If they dredge this one, at least the Potoku Canal will be relieved.
The best situation, the best solution for this is if the canal is being dredged, they should cast it. If the casting is over there, the particles will not be able to stock inside. That is the major problem we are having. Because it was just dredged last 2021 or so, nothing was done. It takes only about six months, the old particles will come back. Because whatever they dredge outside will still flow back into the canal. But if it is being concrete, in V shape, like the one of Pleasure area, because this area, this one is also wide enough, but it was not properly finished. If it's being casted, the water will be flowing very well. If you go up above this our canal, somewhere around Bakari Estate, where it was casted little, even that side it was not widened like this. In the Potoku area, it was not even widened like this. But this our area is where it has been widened. It's not casted. If it's casted, the water will be flowing very well. There will be no problem. If you look at the last rain that falls somewhere around November, December last year, it covered. Look at my signboard. It covered that signboard. Even this little bridge you are seeing, pull it off. Nobody can cross here for good 3 months. We have, I think, about 2 rains this year. Even that little rain, the whole of this road was flooded. That little rain, it doesn't take up to 1 hour. Say, the rain flooded everywhere. Because it was not moving. You understand me? So this one I've been posting in order for government to save us before it is too late. Not until when people start to die. Because a lot of us here are passing, even people crossing the bridge. So if they can do it for us, we'll be happy. We'll be happy. We are waiting for government to respond, please.
An excited eyewitness shares a video of an excavator clearing the canal once again. Flooding in the area appear to have changed as we return to find out how residents are faring after the July 3rd rainfall in Lagos, which lasted for over 14 hours. The dredging of the canal by the Lagos state government has been on since May this year. More so, the waterway is being expanded from 45 to 90 meters wide to contain more water.
I can see people relaxing within my community because the canal has been dredged. The houses that used to experience heavy flood, all those ones are now history. So the only challenge I can see is that the street is being flooded. That's the main road. The road is flooded, not the houses unlike before. So, even within this community, you see some houses that flood will be passing through the window, not just the floor. But all those ones have subsided as I'm talking to you now. So, even though they have not finished the job, we can see changes immediately. And consistently, they have been working. They have their own operation hour when they will close. And they have the target for every day, which we have been monitoring as a community. Not that we just see that government have approved people to go and dredge canal for them, and the next everybody should go and sleep. We have a team of people that they call Canal Committee that are monitoring the activities of the dredging. I must confess, there are numbers of people that have sold their houses because of matter of heavy flood disturbing them, and when they could not cope, do anything about their house, they were forced to sell their house. So those who even have that thought before, with this development, they have change of hearts that they have a better future. So
the rubbish from the canal, now stagnant, is another concern that the clearing could be short-lived.
2 things need to be done. First of all, they need to dredge the river where all these canals are discharging to. Once that one is done, they need to slab this canal. Once they slab it, the rate at which the canal is easily filled will be reduced. the rate at which people will be disturbing them for the servicing of the canal will be reduced. So we now see that we have a free flow drainage that will save our people from flooding.
While the dredging continues, efforts are being intensified to ensure that the intervention is permanent. To this end, representatives of communities are seeking the assistance of their representative at the National Assembly to facilitate the dredging of Totowu and Owo River, where Potoku and other canals discharge their content.
When we were campaigning, we made a lot of promises on behalf of both the state and the federal government. And I took it upon myself that, look, there's need to let both the state and the federal government be aware of these challenges. That's how we started. And with the support of the CDAs, CDCs, and all active members of our communities, we thank God we've started something. And I want to appreciate the governor of Lagos State through our hardworking commissioner, which is Wahab Tokunbo. We thank them. They are doing a wonderful job for us now. The dredgers are around now, right from Potoku, across Obadore, and they are not stopping there. As they are dredging, they are thinking of moving down to Iyewu side, which is around Akeson town. Then by special grace of Almighty, they want to get down to the Totowu River. So the Owo is where the whole thing is discharging it to. We should take it to the lagoon. That is what we are doing now. We as a community, as representatives of the community, all we need to do is to present our challenge to the government. They are the technical people, they are the engineer people that know the extent to which they have to go. So that's, from the side of professionalism, they are the best position to explain to us what exactly is the permanent one. What we are interested in is that challenge should be what? Should be resolved. The problem should be resolved so that our people will have a relief. They know as professionals how they are going to do it. We might say, oh, we want to concretize all that, but they know the best approach to it.
The federal lawmaker speaks further about environmental challenges in his constituency and the need for residents to live responsible.
As far as Salimosho is concerned, that is the major challenge we are having, the issue of drainages. The other one has to do with our roads. It's part of the environment. Because once your road is not good, definitely you have a lot of environmental nuisance around. How do I mean? If you have a good road, our people are not so terrible like that. People will find it difficult to dump on it. But when the roads are that, there is tendency for them to turn it to dump sites. Are you getting it? So these are problems. And we are walking around that. Let us be environmental cautious. If you are not friendly with your environment cannot be friendly with you. That's just a fact. You have a drainage within your side. That's where you are dumping your refuse. The government is building a canal for you. That's why you turn to your, what they call shops. Once you are selling, you are dumping into the drainage. Where does it go to? It will go and block your drainage. And then eventually you have the split of the flood and everywhere. And another one about Lagos State terrain is that a whole lot of our people are bidding in what? In swamp. And definitely, if you bid in swamp, it means you are doing that during the rainy season. I mean, during the dry season. So when the rain comes, like the popular adage that water will always do what? Find its level. So these are the caution we need to know. So if you are sending land to you, you have to be very careful. Go to land and do your research. And make sure that what you are doing is biddable. We should think about our environment as well. And make sure we live in what? In conducive environment. These are just some of the enlightenments. And you want to bid, go and do necessary things. Follow the normal procedure. All the laws are there.
Potoku Canal, a major channel that conveys rain and wastewater from several communities across Lagos State, covers several kilometers through Obadore Bridge to Owo River in Ogun State. With the ongoing dredging and expansion, the canal is poised to collect more water, thereby relieving residents of Abaranje from horrible flood-related experiences.
The misunderstanding between residents and sand mining companies in Orimerunmu community in Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State resurfaces as the companies are accused of being insensitive to the plight of the people who are bearing the brunt of the activities of the miners. This is the main road leading to Orimerunmu community from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State, southwest Nigeria. The road is in terrible shape, worsened by heavy-duty trucks which appear to be the only vehicles being driven through.
As you can see, that the only vehicle that can ply the road are the articulate vehicles. And the more they've been plying the road, the worse it has been getting. And we have tried our possible best as a community with our own little contribution to put the road in a good state. However, the constant plying of the road by this articulate vehicle as a result of the dredging activities that is taking place around Amu, that is about 6-7 kilometers from this spot, has not helped the condition of the road. Because virtually, as you can see, the road is literally empty. We can't take our vehicles out of this area. We have to take a longer route. So on the average, from our house to link the express, you spend between 35 minutes to 1 hour just to move out of Orimerunmu town. The government has not really been helpful. This is my 11th year in this area. All efforts of putting this road in this state has been through the efforts of the residents. Nothing else, and no help from any government authority. About the last time we got anything whatsoever from the local government area should be about 8 years ago, when they gave us a grader to help grade the road. And the grader lasted for just 4 days. It packed up, and that was it. Ever since, we have CDA, we have CDC, we've been holding several meetings with government authorities. Nothing whatsoever has been offered to help the community.
Residents say trucks plying the road are those conveying sand from a dredging company, alleging that the management of the company has reneged on several promises to fix the road. Large stones dropped into craters are evident of the repairs done by the company at the peak of the rainy season.
Can easily break the stumps of most cars. So there is no car that can take the risk of even flying this road. Only articulated vehicles can do this. And even the articulated vehicles have been damaged several times on this road.
Videos obtained from an eyewitness show the moment trucks are trapped in muddy portions of the road.
Lives have been lost because of the situation of the road. There have been cases of emergencies but before they can even maneuver from here to there, because of the situation of the road, the person gave up. So those are some of those challenges. We have people with cars whose cars have been damaged by the effect by the road, and we have people who are parked out of the community because they can no more withstand they can no more withstand the situation of the road. So we've appealed severally to the local government, to the state government to do something. And of course, we have we have companies, we have dredging companies operating here who are not considerate. They are not considerate to the plight. They are only after their own business interest.
Slowly and carefully, the driver of the vehicle moves through deep potholes, but gets stuck at the point of entering one of the alternative routes leading to the expressway.
And brother, it's been terrible in this area. If you stand here the next 30 minutes, you hardly see any vehicle. For example, I left my house there. I'm supposed to go right towards the bus stop, but I have to maneuver to pass through this place and go. As I'm talking to you now, this guy is stuck in this place where I'm trying just to climb this place. That's what we are experiencing.
Passers-by come to the rescue, and after several attempts, he makes it through.
Orimerunmu, we have a lot of people in this community. It shouldn't be like this. There's no way we can watch the road this bad. Just there now, I almost stuck in there because I couldn't pass, you know. So whatever they can do for us will be appreciated. Thank you.
How does it affect maintenance of your car?
You have to visit the mechanic at least once a month because all the ball joint and everything, they have to replace it. And it's an added expenses with this fuel thing, the subsidy removal and everything, and spending money on the mechanic all the time is an added burden. We need their help, please.
The deplorable state of the road is also affecting economic activities within the locality. Some shops are forced to close for lack of patronage. Traders lament the effects on their businesses.
Since almost 4 months now, we no see market sell. I'm a battery charger here. At the do battery and at the sell new battery. No road is not good. If you want to enter Okada from 1 pole to 12 pole, Okada they collect 300 naira for your hand because the road is not good. Every business is just standard. No market, nothing. People no come buy market. People no come rent battery because of the road. Motor no pass here. Okada no pass here. Only trailer they pass here. Please, we dey beg government, make them remember us here. Make them remember us. The road is not good.
This Orimerunmu main road is like our own business district because this community has no market. But all businesses are located on this main road. But the problem is that since the dilapidation of this road, people find it difficult to come to make their purchases. People can't even cross from one side of the road to another to make their purchases. And then businesses are collapsing. You see shops are getting locked up. People, because of low patronage, and the worst part is that when the road is dry a little bit now, or when dry season comes, you see government all these local government and government agencies coming to demand for tax, lock up shop, that shop, and all that stuff. And for people that the road has continuously, bring down their businesses.
Residents of Orimerunmu community are keeping their hopes alive as they look forward to the implementation of measures that will bring back their road to a desired state. They also believe that the intervention of the Ogun state government will bring a permanent solution to the road problem.
Let's remind you again that these stories emanate from pictures and videos sent in by eyewitnesses. Perhaps these reports could initiate a turning point in the affected communities. Why not exercise the power of mobile technology in your hands by capturing activities in your neighborhood and sending them to the Eyewitness portal on the Channels TV app? You can download the app from online stores. Here are some of the pictures from our Eyewitness reporters this week.
The first set of videos and this segment of the program shows flooded Okeafa Road opposite the MFM Prayer City, Magboro, on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The Eyewitness laments the impact of flood whenever it rains in the area and appeals to the Ogun State government for intervention. Allegedly overlooked over time, an eyewitness is asking why the authorities in Lagos find it difficult to fix the Moshalashi-Idioro failed section on Agege Motor Road in Munshi. Finally, on this segment, piles of refuse almost covering 50% of the road from Enyeyo to Tom Jones in Idumota, Lagos, is an eyesore as captured by an eyewitness. The reporter says traders and residents carry out this unwholesome act unhindered.
Thank you for your contributions, as we hope to see more from you. That's where we draw the curtains on this edition of the program. See you again, same time next week. I'm Yomi Otaigbe.